allegiance.
Hang on 1 sec. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Bache,
Here.
Dahl,
here.
Philippos,
Here.
Harvey, here, Kenders,
Here.
McLaren,
Here.
Nogi,
Here, sorry.
Novacek,
Here? Got me now?
yeah, Ulander,
Sorry.
here,
Okay, public comment on agenda items only. Do we have any public comments?
Hang on, I want to make sure I'm updated. We have no public comments. We did have one public comment that came in after the 12 o'clock deadline, so that public comment would be held into our next meeting in October, and that was regard to the House bill allowing parents to be held back as far as athletics and academics. So there was a question on that, but we'll hold that till next meeting.
Okay, student representatives to be determined. Superintendent's report.
Under Superintendent's report this evening, we want to congratulate Dawn Mitchell for receiving a Donors Choose grant titled Kindergarten is Flexible in the amount of $251. We have two informational items. The first one is the Yawk School District received the Top Workplace Award for the 7th consecutive year. The district will be recognized at a virtual awards banquet to be held on Thursday, September 17th at 11 a.m. There will be only one school board meeting in October. The virtual workshop regular meeting will be held on Tuesday, October 13th at 7:30 p.m. We do not have any presentations this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Sarton. Under budget and finance, I need a motion to approve items 1 through 2.
Aaron.
Motion by McLaren, a second.
No. Novacek.
Second by Nogi. Any board questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under item 3, approve the general fund bills for payment in the amount of $1,075,399.86 cafeteria bills and construction bills. I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Nogi, a second.
Ulander,
Second by Ulander. Any board questions? Roll call vote.
Bache,
No.
Dahl,
Yes.
Harvey, yes, Kenders,
Yes.
McLaren,
Yes.
Nogi,
Yes.
Novacek,
Yes.
Ulander,
Yes.
Philippos.
Yes.
Motion carried, 8-1.
Secretary's report.
Executive sessions were held on the following dates: Tuesday, September 1st, 2020, before the meeting, personnel litigation. Tuesday, September 8th, 2020, before, and I don't think after, so I'll take that off, but before the meeting for personnel litigation. And we have several motions to vote on.
Okay. We need a motion on the following items as listed.
Aaron.
Motion by McLaren, second.
Novacek.
Second by Novacek. Any board questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under professional employees, I need a motions for items 1 through 2.
Novacek.
Motion by Novacek, a second.
Kenders.
Kenders, any board questions? All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Nothing under classified employees. Under athletic activity, I need a motion to approve items 1 through 2.
Novacek.
Motion by Novacek, a second.
Second by Kenders.
Second by Kenders. Any board questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under district operations, I need a motion for items 1 through 3.
Kenders.
Motion by Kenders, a second.
Do we need to first select the vice president, the candidate we're going to select?
I was going
That
to
was-
ask that after we
Yeah,
made
you-
the motion.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
That's okay. I didn't read it. My fault.
Good question, Sue, because I was
Yeah,
gonna do the
good
same
question, Sue. So we need a motion to select under, we'll do item 1. We'll need a motion to select a vice president, either Sabrina Backer or Daniel O'Keefe. And the rest of the slate will be as selected.
I'd like to
Is that
make a
gonna-
motion. Can I make a motion for somebody?
Yes, you can.
Okay, after reading the attachment and the information provided, I'd like to make a motion to elect the Sabrina Backer for the vice president for the PSBA.
I'll second it.
Any other nominations? So we have a motion to elect a slate, including Sabrina Backer. So I need a motion. I believe
I did.
Nancy and a second by Mr. Novacek. All in favor on that motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion for items 2 through 3.
Claren?
Motion by McLaren, a second.
Ulander.
Second by Ulander. Any board questions? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Board reports, WIU 7 Legislative Council, Steve Kenders.
No report.
CWCT Joint Operating Committee, Sandy Dahl.
Nothing to report at this time.
PSBA Rep, Sue Harvey.
No report right now.
Anything under old business for the board? Under new business, a discussion about displaying flags, spotlighting of flags around the district.
I received a phone call the other day with regard to lights on the flags around the district, because when the weather is inclement in the mornings, the flags don't get put out due to inclement weather, and that's how you're supposed to fly flags unless you have a spotlight. There was a request in speaking with Mr. Noe about putting some lights in. Some of our flagpoles actually have lights and some don't. We did put solar and battery lighting on the flag. We didn't have it, and that has all been taken care of.
Okay, I think that's a great idea. Any other board comments?
Yes, Dr. Sarton, can you just go over how the home football game went and with how the new regulations are with the ticket disbursement, et cetera?
Sure. The scrimmage on Friday night went well. Parents, I think they got 3 tickets per player. It was a little different for the scrimmage game because you don't have any band or cheerleaders after that game. For this Friday game, we're playing Chartiers Houston. So currently restrictions are 250 within the stadium. So how we will have it set up is the band will come. They will perform at 5:35, 5:45. Each band member's parents will have 2 or 3 tickets to get into the stadium to watch the band. The band will perform prior to the game. When the band is done performing, the band will leave the stadium and go down to the band room. Parents will leave stands. And then at about 6:10, the band will line the driveway going up to the stadium at a 6 feet social distance up towards the field. The football team will march up while the band plays as they go up to the stadium. Once inside the stadium, band or football parents will get, depending on how many each team is bringing, will get 2 tickets to the game. They will be let into the stadium about 6:10, so football and cheerleading parents will be let in about 6:10. Once everybody's up there at the start of the game, the band will play the alma mater and the Star Spangled Banner outside of the stadium, so they will not be within the venue. And then once they do that, the band will actually leave for the evening, and up at the game will be the cheerleaders, the football team, and those spectators that had tickets to get in for that game. We will not be having spectators from the other schools. So that is how we will remain within that 250 limit. It will be very much dependent on per week how many tickets each player gets, because it depends on how many people the other team are bringing with them. My understanding is they did put a cap on the number of players that are coming to the game, although that wasn't like that for the scrimmage, because the scrimmage is a little bit different. There is supposed to be a cap, I believe, of 50 for the other team to bring with them. The other team will not be using our locker rooms. Our locker rooms will be used by our kids. The other team will have a space up on the field that they will break up into 2 pods of no more than 25 per pod to do their halftime discussion. And so that is our plan. I can tell you that for soccer, we won't, each of those kids will get a number of tickets based on those same criteria. Indoor volleyball, however, the indoor number is still at 25. Therefore, we will not be able to have spectators at our volleyball games, because between the 2 teams and the refs, you're usually over 25, and they have a process in place if you're over 25 of where those kids will wait between the JV and the varsity games. I can tell you, until we get Pixelot in, we are live streaming. We did live stream the scrimmage on Friday. We will live stream this week, as well as the volleyball games, until that Pixelot system is in place. We have not heard back from them as far as a frame for installations, but we do have the current situation with live streaming covered.
I have a question. Do you know anything about the Gritters using HW or the football field down at Bruno Field?
If they're, as far as our,
Yeah, they
Gritters?
requested the use of the football field.
I don't know
Anything?
anything about that.
Anybody know anything about that?
I don't, but I can find out. I'll make a call after the meeting.
Okay, thanks.
Thought they
Sure,
usually use
I'll-
the field on the Saturday afternoon. But that would be, it would be impossible, because they wouldn't be able to have that many people in there.
He was saying about
My guess is,
Bruno Field. For the overflow, I do believe that's what I understood.
so maybe they're gonna showcase the live stream down at Field or something. I don't know.
I'll call the president of the Gritters after we get done with the meeting, and I'll report to Janet and let her know. She could send everybody a message out.
Okay,
Is there
Thank
any
you.
plan of rotating the cheerleaders and the band on who's performing inside?
There
During
is
the
not, as of now, there is not. Because we only have 4 home games, and, cheerleaders are there to kind of cheer for the team. The band is there and going to be performing for the parents. So as of now, there is no plan for that. And quite honestly, cheerleaders, there's less of a group there. So therefore, because it is a football game with a smaller group, you can allow for more tickets for the football parents. That's kind of the reason for being at the football. So that's the reason behind it.
Janet, did you hear anything what the Senate did today on the House bill that was passed?
I have not heard anything. They're supposed to do something tomorrow, Wednesday, with regard to that. So I have not heard anything. Something needs to happen tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure that that bill is going to pass and put it back onto the school districts to make a decision on how many people they think are appropriate to be in that stadium.
He's
So
supposed to be lifting some of the band, but it's not till the end of the 3/4 of the way through September. I forget the date that I heard.
Yeah, so we may have to address that in the future.
Gary, have you read through 2787?
I have read through a version of it. I'm not sure if it's the latest version because I understand there may have been some changes, but I think I have a knowledge of it. Yes, why?
The only reason I'm asking is the way I'm understanding reading it is it still falls under the 250 limit. I was hoping I was going to, you might be able to interpret that different for me, but the way I was reading it, again, it might be an older version of it that I was reading.
I mean, my understanding is they're going to have something that passes that gives the school district the ability to make the decision on if they can social distance properly in the facility, that they can have more than 250 people.
Okay.
Gary, is that just on outdoor activities?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
I can tell you this, one thing I did leave out of our conversation was that we did do social distancing at the stadium. We do have all the seats marked with the proper social distancing for the bleachers and the stands. So that is all done. When families come in Friday, they can obviously sit with families, but the 6-foot social distance would occur between families.
I have a question on the new scoreboard on the horn. I got a text from someone from the public said the new horn sounds like my sister's 1985 Chevrolet. So I don't know what a 1985 Chevrolet horn sounds like, but he said the players don't hear it. I don't know if we could look into that or not.
I'll let the athletic director know.
Okay. Solicitors report.
I have one more thing
Yeah.
I'd like to ask about before you move forward. The Pixelot system, have they given us an ETA? Is there any kind of tracking information or anything that we could check on the status of that?
We have called 3 times and sent 2 emails and have not had a response back as of yet.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
You already paid
Janet,
for that?
Excuse me? Did somebody else? I didn't hear that.
Oh, I was just going to ask, what was the feedback like? Regarding the ticket distribution and how it was handled? Did you get good, bad?
Parents were extremely grateful for the tickets they were given to be able to come to the game and thankful for the live stream.
Okay, good.
Anything else under new business? Solicitors report.
No report, Mr. President.
Anything under citizens' comments?
We'll have one that came in late after 12 o'clock that we will address on October 13th.
Okay, with no further business, I need a motion to adjourn. Time of 7:50.
Harvey,
Novacek.
Motion by McLaren, second by Novacek. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
See you. Oh,
Dr. Sarton, can you hang on the line so me and Mr. Maddock can talk with you?
can we stop taping at this point?
Yeah, can you give me 1 second, please?
Good night.
Aye.
Night.
One second.
No problem.